Hello everybody, this is Cacti and Carnivores here, and I have not made videos in a very long while. I kind of stopped with the regular schedules of the plant logs and other stuff, and then after a while I just stopped uploading anything altogether. Um, and today I'm just here to explain why I've sort of been on a hiatus. As well as like clear up some stuff about the channel and how I've felt about it over the past months that I've been away. Um, so I kind of took a break because of two major things. The first was I just was not satisfied with the content I was putting out. Um, I don't mean to be blunt, but like a lot of the videos I made when I first kind of started, I didn't really know what I was doing. Everything was very just kind of do whatever. And I kind of knew that. It was in the back of my head, but I was thinking like kind of all YouTubers start off like this. They kind of just do it to do it, and then eventually they figure out how to do it. It's a tad vague, but you probably you get the point. Um, and after a while, I just kept going, and nothing was really like satisfying me. The videos are kind of long, like excessively sort of complicated to just make and put out. Um, and my charisma, um, I'm not exactly like the fastest, like most energetic performer ever, but like I sort of got it. I definitely could have done better than what I did in my early videos. Um, and I know I don't want to be like a radio host like 2010 YouTubers levels of charisma and like energy, but um, just something to keep the videos going. And they were long too. They were like half hour, just massive videos, and I didn't feel like they were of any value. And when none of that was really changing, it kind of annoyed me. Um, and another reason is just like school. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I've said it in my past videos. The school is just a massive like burden on my time, and I know it's a higher priority than this channel. So when school is demanding, I'll focus more of my attention on that. Last couple of weeks, especially, have just been like rigorous working, but it's the weekend now, so hooray! Um, and now, like, you kind of know why I've stopped making stuff. I just want to go through some of the changes I may implement into this channel. Um, Once I kind of get out of this hiatus for good and start expanding upon the content and the things I can do, and start like get back into cultivating my channel the same way I cultivate my plants. Um, so the plant logs, I'm sorry, like if anyone liked them, they're gonna go away, or at least like be changed so that they're not what they used to be. I don't want them to be these like big like half-hour long videos where I just kind of mumble into the camera and like film stuff and occasionally look away from the screen and focus on what I'm doing, and then the video just sort of falls sideways. Like I don't want to do that stuff anymore. If I do it, anything similar, it's going to be monthly. And I'm going to be doing like something a bit more like specific to just the general growth of plants, instead of just like getting new seeds and new soil and other stuff, because I feel like those can be split apart into separate sort of videos. If I went over my equipment per se, it's kind of a broad term, just like tools. Um, Yeah, and then there's also just like if I ever wanted to make like videos, for example, like say I got like new seedlings or new sphagnum moss, um, and I wanted to like make videos dedicated just to that, And if I were doing that while making a plant log, then the two would kind of just go over the same information. And I feel like I don't want to make videos that just cover the same thing again. So I think I'll, if I ever like do the plant logs, which there's a chance I'll just stop doing them forever. The time is just going to be like each month, because to be honest, like these plants are kind of slow growing. I don't think like every 2 or 1 week on a schedule like that is going to be very interesting. So they're going to be monthly, and they're just going to record sort of the growth of the plants. For example, like how the Nepenthes does in this time, all the Christmas cacti. They're blooming again for some reason. It's like the middle of March. It's kind of funny. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, just getting rid of the plant logs and changing them. And I'm also gonna do like a bit more specific videos. I'm gonna be doing like plant. I'm gonna be doing like seed records. So if I ever get seeds and I want to like document the way they grow and change throughout their like from seed to adulthood. So I can use it, so people can use it as a resource. I'll be doing some of that. I got some flytrap seeds coming in. Might get a couple cuttings eventually from my existing plants. Um, Other stuff like that. And so that will be interesting to like see and document um, on a schedule. So I'll separate stuff into like seeds. These are how the flytrap seedlings have gone. Um, yeah, and then there's just like plant tips and growing materials and little tricks you can do. I found this on the forums that I use for like plant information. They're called, I believe, the Flytrap Care forums. Over there, they have a good community of people and some good knowledge. And I found this one guy used a lawn fungicide on their Venus flytraps, and they allowed them to grow a lot faster. And I was thinking of doing that for spring, so I could do a video perhaps covering that. So if you kind of get the idea, just like trying to cut out all the long length video, like low talk, nothing really to present, sort of videos, and cutting off the fat basically, and slimming it up, and just making the whole experience of watching my videos a little bit more engaging, just making them overall like better. So I'm not coming back immediately. I still might take a couple weeks off this channel, but eventually spring is coming around, so I have more stuff to talk about. So that ought to be interesting. There's a lot of things going on. Christmas cacti are going to start growing again. Venus flytraps sprouting up from their dormancy. Sarracenia, like everything. So that'll be cool. And I'll make some new videos, and I'm just gonna like improve the channel. May not come back, but I'll be sure when I do come back. I'll be sure of it, and I'll be putting out videos. And I'll start everything back up again. So hopefully I've explained to you like what is going on and why I've been away. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you have any concerns or critiques or like pointers, like, hey, maybe you could do this for your channel, like requests, I'll take those readily as well. And I'm good with that. So you can talk to me. I'm not a company. So yeah, that's everything. Just know that I'll be back, and I'll be ready for some interesting stuff in the future. So goodbye.